Hello and welcome to another video of Reverse 1999. My name is Mafura and today I will be starting my Not a Guide series. The reason why I want to create this series or video I will say is because there's lots of content creators are telling you to do a certain thing. And for me, I want to start changing my ways of trying to deliver my message towards the Reverse 1999 communities. I'm not saying my previous videos I didn't do that. I did. It's probably my most viewed video and the most clickbaity one. I'm not saying the Not a Guy series is not clickbait as well, but I feel like I want to talk in more of like a general terms for my account personally. So this will be more towards my own progression, the reasoning why I want to pull for certain units, and talking about how the game's mechanics work as well. It'll be a bit of like mix and match of everything. So there won't be like a very specific, oh, it's gonna be just Melania, it's just gonna be Pickles, it's just gonna be a certain unit basically. It'll be like lots of different elements going in. So that's why it's not a guide. Because this is not talking in a very specific term or a very specific for everyone to use. This is more for me. So before 1.1 drops down, I already plan to pull for everything one copy, and if I have love or like I'm really into a certain unit, I will pull for their portrait if I found it really worth it. There are units that doesn't need portrait at all for limited up units. There are units that needed portrait to make it even better than they are already. They're amazing already, but having portrait makes it like a big QOL, basically quality of life increase. Like it just makes it convenient to use. So yeah, for me, I personally gonna pull for everything, like I said, from 1.0 to 1.4, throughout the CM banners. Like the banner history, I looked over it, I checked the characters, and then I thought to myself, gonna pull one each. And if I have love for a certain DPS, I might go for their portrait. And that unit happens to be Melania, because Melania P2 makes her really strong. And for the upcoming Pickles, I'm gonna pull for one copy only. I'm not planning to get any more portrait. And I'm gonna explain why I did this. So if I check Melania, right? Firstly, I really love her design. Leathers, red stocking with red glove. Like I just love her design in general. Just like really a cool design, high heels, like wow, you know? So that's, to me, she's like a waifu tier to me. And secondly, her kit is really strong. So if we go and see top students, right? There are certain elements that are very hard to combine in terms of stats. Because in this game, the only way to increase stats are through either portrait, making your skill multiplier stronger, your resonate, and your insight for your passive, or your levels, and your side tubes. These are the only few things that you can make your character really strong. Or also like the rules for the limbals, or like rules for like the upcoming event like Utu. They will have lots of different arena or battle rules that might increase your DPS. But if we exclude those, the only ones that can increase is basically levels, your passive, your portrait, multipliers, your side tubes, resonant, and that's about it really. So you can't really make your character stronger. And the most easiest accessible ones are your side tubes, your levels, and your resonance, and also your insights are the most easiest access for making your character stronger. So due to the fact, like that type of thing, any sort of passive that increased damage output, I valued a lot. So for her, If you can see, after the caster cast an ultimate, gains 1 stack of fixed plan. And fixed plan gives you ultimate power, is basically ultimate might. And ultimate might is not easy to come by. So if you check our current free side tube, the Luxurious Leisure, it gives you ultimate might, and each time she casts a single target ultimate, its damage dealt will increase by 5%. I already amplified it, so that's why it's 6. But originally it's 5%, and this effect stacks up to 3 times. These are hard to come by. I believe if you go to Resonate, you don't even have that option as well. The Ultimate Might is very hard to come by. So is Leech. Leech is basically inbuilt Vamp, inbuilt Lifesteal, where your user use the attack and they heal some certain percentage of health back. So these are like hard stats to get, and these also boost your survivability and your damage output. This is why I value her very high, because she actually can, after casting ultimate 6 times, she will increase her ultimate power, and at Insight 3, after the caster casts an ultimate, gives the caster 1 stack of fixed plan, so it's another another stack. So basically she only needs to cast 3 times, which also matches this free side tube's stackable damage dealt increase. So it becomes really quick, and you get a bonus of 72% ultimate power. That's just disgusting. It's basically a nuke. That's why I wanted to pull for her, because she's like a tactical nuke. And not only that, her ultimate hits hard. Originally, I think it was 600% for 1 target, and inflicts 1 stack of Thief Master as well. So Thief Master is basically she enhance her incantations. So these are incantations, and each incantation have a different effect. So for the silent takedown, it will be stinging 1 moxie, and then the other one is increase her own 1 moxie and extra leech rage, which is basically lifesteal. Basically these are very good kit. Her inbuilt kit is great. She has high survivability. She also hits really hard on single targets. As for Pickles, the reason why I want to pull for Pickles is because of action points. So what is action points? Do you see the 3 cards slots we can have? Like we can put 1 card. This is called action point, and most of the time you can only do 3 actions. So 3 starts, 3 action, 1 action from each characters. So if you only have 2 party members, you can only have 2 action points. If you only have 1 party member, it will be 1 action points. We know that if your characters get defeated, your action point disappears as well, unless you have an assist character. To come up, you will still have 3. And it's very important. That means you can only move 3 times. So there's a way you can move 3 times, is you can move your cards by merging them. That will be moving, or you can simply just move the card. That will also take 1 action point. Or you can simply throw a card up. That will take 1 action point. So if you didn't know already, I'm gonna put Pickles' insight on the jellyfish here. So if we look at Pickles' special effect and insight, her insight 1 says, when no action is taken this round, gives the caster 1 stack of clarified topic. And then at the below, clarified topic is basically it enhances Pickles' next incantation or ultimate. And then what's more important is it says every time clarified topic is triggered, Moxie +1 for the caster. What does that mean? So basically, the only way to get Moxie is either the skill tells you, okay, you can get Moxie in a certain state. Like for Melania, if she has the Thief Master, she'll gain 1 extra Moxie. You can only get Moxie through either you play the card, or you move their card, or you merge their card plus moving, give you 2. So this is the only way to get Moxies, or should be, basically you have to use their cards or move their cards to use Moxies. What Pickle does is he defies that law. He defies that law by saying, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to AFK there like a good puppy, and I will just gain Moxie on off rounds. So he will get Moxie for not playing any of his card or do anything. So that's very good. That's amazingly good, because that means I can use all these free action points for someone else. And also Pickles have another thing that's really OP, is his mass attack. So if you look at his mass attack, it says mass attack deals 150% mental damage to 2 enemies, and then it dispels all stats up, positive status and counter. And then if it has the clarity top it, this attack also enjoys a 25% penetration rate. So why do I value this skill or incantation is because in the future, our content, there will be lots of enemies that does lots of buff. You can ask any CN players, or like CN enjoyers, they will all tell you the same. Like, oh my god, these endgame limbos and stuff, they will have like 6 different type of buff on them, and you're like panicking because they're gonna one-shot you, something like that. And Pickles is like snap of a finger, Thanos finger, bam, all your buff is gone, bam. And it also removes counter. So most of the characters we have right now, they can dispel, but it's either they can only dispel stats up or positive status, or just dispel counter alone. They don't have it all three together. So for example, X is a good example because both of his incantation, if you have it on like 2-star, then you can remove the counter, and then the other one is like the other skill incantation is remove stat on a positive stat. But that, like I said before, you need to use 2 action points in order to remove all three status. But for Pickles, you only need to use 1, and you don't need to you only need to like merge it to 2-star, which is very easy. If you have first melody, you can just do this and then just merge that card, and it becomes 2-star, and you can dispel the character. But yeah, it's just that convenient. That's why I value Pickles a lot, and I think I will pull for him because of that. It's just he's gonna help me in the long run. And that's about it. That will conclude my not a guide video today. I don't think I talk about a lot. I feel like there could be more topics about what I could do and stuff, but I feel like this is more like a progression, sharing what is my future plans towards everything and stuff, and make it clear. And if you do enjoy this video, you can like and subscribe to chase what I'm gonna do with my account and progression. I also will do live streams and stuff to showcase or like beat hard content levels such as Limbo, or such as the upcoming Utu, like all these content. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully you find this useful, and hope you can make a decision on whether or not you want to pull for them or not, or like how you want to plan, because I know there's lots of people who are still confused. There's so little information out there. This game doesn't really have lots of information. Yesterday I was trying to find, like, let's say Utu's shop, like exchange shop. There is nothing I can find on CN, or maybe I've searched it wrong completely, or I didn't go to the B sites, the Bilibili sites, to find like the specific ones to screenshot. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps in any sort of way. This is Muffera, and this is Reverse 1999. If you enjoyed the video, please press like. If you like my content, please consider to subscribe. Goodbye.